know that no mummy was ever discovered inside the Great Pyramid of Giza? For centuries, we were told it was a tomb, a resting place for Pharaoh Khufu. But what if it wasn't built for death at all? Some researchers believe the secret sealed inside those stones might connect to the same mystery Nikola Tesla tried to solve thousands of years later. The secret to limitless, wireless energy drawn straight from the Earth itself. Tesla dedicated his life to proving that power could travel through the planet, invisible and free. But his research was so bold, his biggest investor walked away and his dream tower was destroyed before it ever came alive. So what does all of this have to do with the pyramids? Why would an ancient civilization pour generations of effort into building something so precise, so massive, only to leave it empty? Were our ancestors more advanced than we realize? Or did they know something about the Earth that we've completely forgotten? The Great Pyramid isn't just old, it's impossible. 4.5 millennia ago, people with no cranes, no steel tools, and supposedly no wheel large enough for heavy loads, built a mountain of stone so perfect that modern engineers still struggle to explain it. 6 million tons of limestone and granite rise from the desert in flawless geometry. The base is level within 3/4 of an inch across 13 acres. Its sides point almost exactly to true north, south, east and west, off by less than 1/15 of a degree. Today, we'd need lasers to match that accuracy. They did it with string, water and the stars. And from above, each side dips slightly inward, giving the pyramid 8 faces, not 4. You can only see this during the equinox, when sunlight cuts perfectly along the hidden curve. Why design something so exact that it hides its own perfection? Inside, the precision continues. Narrow passageways rise through solid rock, meeting in chambers lined with red granite, polished smooth as glass. There are no paintings, no hieroglyphs, no offerings, only silence and a single stone box. Archaeologists call it a sarcophagus, but no body was ever found inside. No bones, no resin, no trace of life. The easy answer is looters. But if thieves took everything, why erase every trace of writing? Why build a tomb with no prayers for the dead? The Great Pyramid alone stands mute, like a machine waiting to be switched on. When early explorers crawled through its corridors, they noticed something odd. Metal instruments buzzed faintly, compasses spun. The stone wasn't ordinary. The outer casing, now stripped away, was pure white limestone, a perfect insulator. The inner core was granite, packed with quartz, one of nature's best conductors. When quartz is compressed, it generates electricity, the piezoelectric effect. Every digital watch and lighter uses the same principle today. Was that coincidence or design? Modern engineers say the combination could focus natural vibrations from underground water or even seismic waves. In theory, the pyramid could generate tiny electrical charges simply by existing on a living planet. Tiny, but measurable. Tesla once described something similar. He believed the Earth itself was a conductor, humming at its own natural frequency. If you could match that frequency, you could draw energy straight from the ground and send it through the air. His Wardenclyffe Tower was meant to do exactly that. It stood on Long Island, built above an underground aquifer, its steel foundation sunk deep into moist soil to capture the planet's pulse. Sound familiar? The Great Pyramid of Giza also sits directly above an aquifer. Coincidence or continuity? Inside, the geometry sings. Clap once and the echo rings for seconds at 440 Hz, F sharp, the same frequency Tesla claimed matched the Earth's hum. And just like Tesla's tower, the pyramid seems designed for resonance. Granite, quartz, limestone, conductor, generator, insulator. Scorch marks streak the grand gallery ceiling. Granite beams above the king's chamber are cracked. Salt crystals line the shafts, as if boiling gas once cooled there. Engineer Christopher Dunn believes the pyramid wasn't abandoned, it failed. A reaction inside spiraled out of control, creating a blast of heat and pressure that destroyed the system. The machine overloaded, and the hum stopped. And centuries later, Tesla's tower would meet the same fate. By 1905, Wardenclyffe was nearly finished. Tesla proved wireless lighting worked, bulbs glowing in his hand, no wires attached. But investors wanted communication, not revolution. When Tesla told JP Morgan he could make power free for everyone, Morgan refused to fund another dollar. Without money, the tower rusted. By 1917, it was demolished, sold for scrap. Tesla died alone, bankrupt, and labeled insane. After his death, the FBI seized his papers. Some were released, others vanished forever. Had he built something the world wasn't ready for? Had someone made sure it stayed hidden? No one knows. But the parallels between Tesla's dream and the Great Pyramid's mystery refuse to fade. 12,000 years ago, the world changed overnight. Glaciers melted, sea levels rose, civilizations vanished. Geologists call it the Younger Dryas. Some believe it wasn't just climate, it was catastrophe. A solar storm so violent it melted stone and erased history. Maybe the civilization that built the first pyramids didn't disappear. Maybe it was erased. If that's true, the Great Pyramid might be a survivor, a machine with no operator, waiting in silence. In his final years, Tesla wrote of energy that flowed like music. He said, "Everything has its own frequency. Tune it and the world responds." He called it harmony. The ancients might have called it magic. Different words for the same pursuit. Control without violence. Power without destruction. Both stories, the pyramid and the tower, end the same way. Silence. But silence is never empty. Sometimes it's just waiting for resonance. Every few millennia, humanity rediscovers the same idea, then buries it again. Free energy, pure resonance, unlimited potential. Priests hid it, kings taxed it, bankers dismantled it. And yet, it keeps returning, in stone, in steel, in thought. When Tesla's tower fell, newspapers mocked him. When explorers said the pyramid was more than a tomb, scholars laughed. Now, both stand vindicated. In mystery, if not in proof. Night falls over Giza, stars align above the apex, wind hums through the shafts. Maybe that sound is just air, or maybe it's the last echo of a machine that once turned the heartbeat of the earth into light. Thousands of years later, Tesla heard that same rhythm beneath his feet. He believed the planet itself was alive with energy, ready to be shared. He built his tower to prove it. But like the pyramid, it was silenced by fear, greed, and disbelief. Maybe the pyramid was a tomb after all, not for a pharaoh, but for a dream. The dream that knowledge and energy should belong to everyone. Tesla believed that, and so did the builders who shaped stone into perfection. Both reached for something greater than themselves, and both were silenced before the world could understand. But the hum they left behind never stopped. It's still in the earth, still in the air, still waiting for someone to listen again.